I had a friend message me and start the conversation off by talking about an app called STEPN, STEPN, which is directly tied to a cryptocurrency called Green Satoshi Token, also known as GST. Here's how the pitch went. I am literally getting paid to run for 10 minutes every single day. Do you want to hear more? I was definitely skeptical based on my response because it went something like this. That seems kind of scammy. What's the catch? And after he explained the concept of the app to me, how he generates money from it, I kind of took a step back and went, if this continues to grow, people are going to make a lot of money from this. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about STEPN and the cryptocurrency that lets you earn money by simply exercising. And just as a quick disclaimer, I am not being paid to promote this cryptocurrency whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, nor do I have any of my own money in it. I do not own anything to do with the STEPN app or the cryptocurrency itself. I am here with an unbiased review of this product from the outside with actual evidence of what my friend has been doing for the past number of months using this service. And I think that it's going to be a really good overview of what it's aiming to achieve, where they're currently at, and will set a bit of a benchmark for when I come back to this topic in a couple of months, whether or not I have or haven't invested at that point. But it will be very interesting to see where my friend is at that period of time. We'll talk a bit more about that as we get into it, but I really wanted just to put it out there that this is going to be an unbiased opinion of this project and this cryptocurrency and what I truly believe the potential of it has to grow into something that could potentially be worth a lot of money in the future. Okay, let's get context out of the way first. The reason why I haven't invested any of my own money into this project as of yet is because of two reasons. Number one is I'm on the fence about how much I would actually use the app, because you need to be a runner, someone who runs very frequently, almost daily, and I'll explain a bit more about that in a moment. And I don't know if I would do that if I were to invest my money into this, and I don't really want to be forced into doing it by feeling guilty that I'm going to lose money if I don't do that. The other aspect of it is that I have invested enough money into cryptocurrency for this year already. I've made a video talking about that, and I've linked it down in the description below if you were interested in watching that, what I've purchased myself earlier this year. Moving on from that, my friend Luke, on the other hand, is what I would call an elite runner. So this app seems almost perfect for him. And his story is the one I'm going to be telling today regarding what he's earned, what he's potentially going to earn in the future, and how he's going to go about doing it. Before we be nosy and pry into Luke's personal information, let's talk about STEPN, what the hell it is, what you need to know, and what do I think about it. I'm not going to go too deep into the explainer in today's video. The intention is for me to explain what STEPN is and what it does, how you earn from it, etc. from a very high level. The more detailed and specific video might come down the track when I eventually cave in and invest my own money into the project. Just as an overview. So STEPN is an app that allows you to mint GST by running with an NFT sneaker that you purchase using Solana. On the app is where you buy these NFTs, which are shoes, which come in the format of a runner, a jogger, or a walker. And each of these shoes allows you to move at different speeds while exercising in order to generate GST, being the cryptocurrency tied to the app. Now, as you generate GST from exercising, you can actually use that GST and do a few things with it. Number one, you can spend your GST to upgrade and level up your shoe with the intention of those upgrades allowing you then to generate more GST per minute of exercise. Number two is that you can cash out that GST for your native currency. So I could sell that GST if I was earning it and put it back into Australian dollars and put it into my bank account. You can also swap it for other cryptocurrencies, just like you can with almost any cryptocurrency that is on any major exchange. And number three is that you can convert this recently earned GST into Solana with the intention of buying new shoes. And why you would want to do this, I will explain in a moment. Just understand that that is the third thing you can do with this earned GST. The reason why is that owning multiple shoes allows you to exercise for longer periods of time, which subsequently allows you to earn more GST. So as a recap, so far I have said you put a bit of money up front to buy one of these shoes, and then you have an endless passive income source which you can earn money from as long as you put in the work. what is the catch? The catch is that early on, you almost need to exercise daily for it to be worthwhile that initial investment. As I will show you when we take a look at Luke's earnings, it will take time for you to pay back that initial investment, and then it will also take time to save up enough GST to upgrade your shoes. And the other element here is that as you upgrade and level up your shoe, the cost to continually upgrade them becomes more exponential. And that makes sense from the perspective of you're earning more as you upgrade it, therefore the cost to upgrade it is going to be more as well because it scales. The main thing to understand here is that consistency is key to continue your earnings potential. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's look at a real world example being my friend Luke and how he has progressed now that he has been using this app every single day for 5 weeks at the time of writing this video. Luke purchased his first shoe on the 28th of February 2022 for a total of 9 Solana, which cost him roughly 1,125 Australian dollars, and the shoe started at level 0. Each day he ran with this shoe, he was generating roughly 3 GST, which was about 12 Australian dollars at the time that he was generating it. And he could only run for 10 minutes a day because of the level of his shoe. Fast forward 4 weeks, he has now leveled that original shoe up to level 13 using only the GST he has earned from running within the app. He has not spent any more of his own money to upgrade that shoe, even though he could have. It is pay to win. He could have bought more GST to buy those upgrades, but he just went the passive route and all of his earnings he reinvested into upgrading that shoe. And since then as well, he has now purchased a second shoe with real money, similar to the cost that it cost him for the first shoe, and within the game has been able to mint a third shoe because there's a rule that allows you to mint new NFTs once you own more than one shoe. So within just 4 weeks, he's gone from being able to run for 10 minutes a day, roughly earning 3 GST or 12 Australian dollars per day, to now running at 20 minutes a day, generating roughly 30 GST, which is approximately worth, according to CoinMarketCap, 120 Australian dollars. Now, to me, that is not an insignificant amount of money to be earning while participating in your normal exercise routine. And just as a fun fact for a bit of perspective, he actually knows 2 others who are using the app and have been using it for a little bit longer than he has, but they invested a little bit more money up front, who are earning somewhere in the realm of $450 to $500 per day using it. Now, if you were to extrapolate those kind of numbers out to show yearly earnings, that would come back with a salary of $170,000 AUD, which is pretty frightening considering that would put someone in the top earning potentials out of most Australian workers in this country. Remembering as well that they can do this 7 days a week when a standard job is 9 to 5. It's just something that is really, really interesting to me. It's quite exciting to think about. And again, it's why I've taken my time before investing in it, but I'm really glad I've got Luke's information that I can use as an example because he pulled the trigger, thought the risk was worth taking, and so far it is paying off for him. So now that I've just hyped this project up, I want to bring it back down to earth and talk about any of the risks that I could think about associated with this project. The main one being that GST, or Green Satoshi Token, is still a fairly new cryptocurrency, and the app tied to it, or the project STEPN, is also still in its early stages of development. If the project dies and the price of GST tanks, then the currency that's being generated by these shoes would technically be worthless, meaning all this hard work is going to be kind of pointless because people are going to lose their potential earnings. But to be fair, I don't see why anyone who's invested into this project would stop using it. It's technically free money. Like, the concept is there. It's a really cool concept where I've invested some money, so now I want to get that return, or even just on a daily basis, I'm earning something by spending 10 to 20 minutes of my life running. It's really not that complex. It's not a big time sink. I need to exercise daily anyway. It's just something that people will do, especially if they're fronting cash to get involved. And to be honest, that's the main and only risk I can really think of. The whole concept in general seems pretty cool. I like the idea that you can exercise and earn something from it. It can be a pretty cool incentive, which is something that I really am struggling. I'm on the fence with because I want to do it, but I don't know if I want to spend the money up front. And it's the kind of thing that 6 months from now, if it really blows up, my friend could be so far ahead earning really great money because he got in early, and I'm sitting here going, damn, I wish I got in earlier. Or I could be like, oh, I saved myself, let's say $1,000 if that's what the price of the shoes are today. Time will tell, but that's really the only risk I can see with this project. Definitely leave me a comment down below if you can think of any others. Building on the development of STEPN as well, there are some pretty exciting things in the pipeline, which if they get implemented, I can see this really taking off. Number one is to provide investors with the ability to rent their shoes out and profit share with them. The idea and appeal behind this is that users such as myself could come on board without actually having to front up cash by buying a shoe, and I could still start earning GST. As an example, just to keep it simple, let's say Luke rents out one of his shoes to me, where I would then go and do the work, I would go for a run, and I would earn GST, never having to put any cash into the project whatsoever, and Luke would take a cut from those earnings. Let's just keep it super simple and say it's a 50-50 split. That way, the risk is still on him for investing upfront, but now there's incentive for users to use it and actually get involved in it. And let's say I really enjoyed doing this and I went, stuff it, I'm going to buy my own shoe because I see the potential in it. To me, it seems like a win-win. In that scenario, I'm making money without having to invest anything, and he is making money passively. Again, I just can't see how that would not be appealing to people. This is literally the prime example of how NFTs can have more functions than just being a speculative store of value, which is really exciting for the future of crypto. I'm really interested to track Luke's progress over the next however long the period is between now and the next video I make on this topic, because I know that he will run every single day. I know that he's really in it at the moment because he seems to be earning a lot of money from being able to do the thing that he loves, and have that incentive to continue doing it as well. On top of this, I know that he will continue to upgrade his shoes, which means his future earnings is only going to get more exciting, potentially. So I would like to come back and revisit this topic in the future with the intention to compare what he was earning at the time of recording this video to what he is now earning at the time of this future video that I'm going to bring out. So with that in mind, make sure you're subscribed to the channel down below. Make sure you like this video because I think this is a pretty interesting deep dive into this topic, and it's something that definitely is worth making a follow-up on in the future. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video when it does eventually come out. And that, in a nutshell, is all I really wanted to cover in today's video regarding the project STEPN and the cryptocurrency GST. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens over this period of time, because coming back to it, he's either going to have made a small fortune, which I'll be pretty impressed with, or he's going to have lost it all, and I'm going to be sitting here going, I mean, at least he gave it a go, at least he took the risk, and it's something that had the potential. So I'm really impressed with his efforts. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was insightful. I think it was a pretty good deep dive. And that's pretty much all I have for you today. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any of the videos I bring out. And that's pretty much it. Have a good day, have a good week, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.